That's right, the Monstrous Compendium Volume 3 is Minecraft Creatures on D&D Beyond. 5 monsters for free, and apparently there's some sort of bestiary book coming out. Let's take a look-see. That's what people say. So yes, I'm a Minecraft player. I'm old. Yeah, okay. Deal with it. Okay, it says 5 mobs. Blaze, Creeper, Ender Dragon, Enderman, Wolf of the Overworld. Has challenge ratings here: 5, half, 19, 6 and quarter. The first one up, as you can see, is a Blaze. If you don't play Minecraft, you probably have no clue what these are. So yeah, blazes are elemental beings that congregate at nether fortresses. What a nether fortress is. Basically the nether is like an other world. If the overworld is Earth, and then you go through a portal, you end up in this hellscape where there's fortresses, and in those fortresses is good loot sometimes, maybe, and mobs such as this protecting it. They do float a short distance above the ground, and each one is orbited by 3 sets of glowing rods. When a blaze is destroyed, it sometimes leaves one of the rods behind. Yes. Blaze rods are a sort of great energy that, when carefully crushed into powder, can be used to brew potions and craft other items. I hope that is in the game, because that is pretty much what they're like anyway. And yeah, Blaze attacks by launching 3 fireballs from its fiery core. This fire ignites creatures and flammable objects. If necessary, a blaze levitates into the air to better see and more easily target its enemies. Yeah, they are pretty slow, but they do hover over ledges in nothing, fly essentially. So the blaze in D&D is a medium elemental. And I'm a class of 13 because they are quite easy to hit in the game. They only have a speed of 20 foot, 110 hit points, full hit points. This is what interests me. It's immune to exhaustion, grappled, paralysed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained. At the moment I'm playing in a campaign where characters have weapons that will automatically grapple things, and that wouldn't happen here. I think that's kind of cool. Blaze Rod. When the blaze drops to 0 hit points, it dissipates in a cloud of smoke and has 50% chance of leaving behind a glowing rod worth 100 gold pieces. The rod sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius. As an action, a creature can try to snap the rod, doing so with a successful DC 14 strength check. The snapped rod releases its fiery energy in a 5-foot radius sphere centered on itself. Each creature in that area must make a DC 14 Dex saving throw, taking 1d12 fire damage on a fail and half on a success. Then why would you snap one? I guess if you're fighting challenge 5 things, you've got a decent pool of hit points, and you're going to risk taking that yourself unless you're invulnerable or resistant to fire damage yourself. Any creature that starts its turn within 5 feet takes a d6 fire damage. I like that. It sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and then dim for another 20 feet. The blaze takes a cold damage for every 5 foot in water. For every gallon of water splashed on it, or whenever it starts its turn in the rain. So a gallon is like 8 pints worth. That's quite a lot. The multi-attack is straight out of the game. 3 fiery doom attacks. It's plus 6 for every one of those. It's a d10 plus 3 fire damage, and things that can catch fire do, and stays on fire until somebody spends an action to put themselves out. On to the Creeper, very iconic. You must recognise this even if you don't understand what Minecraft is. A Creeper is a green armless creature that emerges in darkness and silently prowls the overworld on its 4 short legs. Its peculiar face bears no clue of its motives, but its destructiveness makes it one of the greatest threats to both life and property in the overworld. A creeper quietly shuffles towards humanoid prey. When it gets close enough, it halts and begins to hiss like a burning fuse. It's the thing you don't want to hear when playing the game. Unless the creeper is defeated or its target gets far enough away that the creeper diffuses itself, the creeper explodes a few short moments later, leaving a crater where it once stood. Creepers have an uncanny ability to appear when least expected, and few places are safe from their explosive nature. Yet creepers have one strange weakness. They fear cats. That's a fact in the game. And do all they can to avoid them. If a creeper is struck by lightning, yes, rather than being harmed, it becomes charged with electrical power. An AC of 12. Again, they're slow on their feet, although this does move at 30. 30 health in my game. Immune to lightning because that's what it does. Can't be exhausted. The creeper can't take actions except for dash, that's running, disengage, backing off, hide and search, looking for you. It can't take bonus actions or reactions. When a creeper is killed, it dies and its head falls off. A creeper's head is hollow and can be worn as a mask with eye and mouth openings. That is true to the game. When it ends its turn within 10 feet of a humanoid, yeah, it hisses, booms. And you can trigger that by getting near it and walking away at the final moment. Disengaging would work. But if there's no humanoids within 10 feet of the hissing, then it stops hissing. But it will go off, explodes in a ball of energy that fills a 20-foot radius sphere centered on itself. This energy spreads around corners. The creeper is destroyed. Every other creature in the explosion area makes a DC 12 Dex saving throw, taking 4d6 force damage and half on a successful save. If the creeper is supercharged, electric charge, 4d6 or 66 damage. Or 66. Whenever the creeper is subjected to lightning damage, it takes no damage and instead becomes lightning charged. The creeper has the frightened condition whenever it starts its turn within 60 feet of a cat. Tabaxis, you are now enemies of the creepers. The Ender Dragon, this is one of the big bosses, the main big boss, if you are unaware. So the End is a third realm, if you like, in Minecraft, reached by going through a special Stargate, I'm going to call it. And here is a picture of its regeneration rays. You have to break all the crystals, ender crystals, in order to kill it, because otherwise it keeps regenning, which it doesn't have in its stat block, I'm shocked to say. The Ender Dragon, Gargantuan, that's 256 squares on a conventional square grid map. You contain, medium creatures like 1. Like 540 health? Insane. It's resistant to fire, but you cannot hurt it with a necrotic. It drops a dragon egg, which, yes, in the game it also drops a dragon egg, which is normally used to respawn the thing, to have another one. It has 4 legendary resistances, so if it fails a save, instead it can choose to succeed 4 times. I guess that is the thing, isn't it? That's taking place of the end crystals regenning it. I get it. It makes 1 bite attack and then it's beating wings, kind of like a normal dragon in D&D. Its bite is plus 14, 3d6 plus 8 piercing, and then 2d6 necrotic damage. When it flaps its wings and roars, like in the computer game, it's a DC 21 Dex saving throw or 10 bludgeoning on average, and pushed 10 foot away. And you are knocked prone. Harmful breath. It exhales a putrid gas. Yes, correct. DC 21 con save. 15d6 necrotic damage. It is pretty nasty in the game, to be fair. 10 foot radius cylinder that stays there by the looks of it. And 3d6 to walk in that stuff. End crystals. Oh. The Ender Dragon has a special relationship with these scattered towers. If the Ender Dragon is killed, it can be brought back by placing 4 end crystals on the portal. I like that touch. It regains 20 hit points. Okay, so it's not in the stat block, it's here. Yeah, you have to kill all the crystals. Okay, I am fully on board. You have to smash all the end crystals and then take out Jeffrey. Enderman, or Batman as he looks like. Endermen are tall, black, bipedal creatures with long, thinner limbs and piercing purple eyes. Yes, you're not meant to look at them in the eyes or they start to attack, so you have to look at the ground, and they don't like rain or water. They can teleport about the place. When a humanoid looks directly at an Enderman, it becomes enraged. Killing an Enderman sometimes leaves behind an Ender Pearl, which you throw and teleport to where it lands. If you're a Minecraft player, you just know this instinctually. So it's an AC of 14, They are a little bit hard. I thought they'd be a bit harder than that to hit, to be honest, because they teleport away. So over 100 hit points here. Speed 40, because they have that teleportation. End speech, yeah, they're just gibberish. Evasive teleportation. When it takes damage, teleports away 20 feet away. If this effect is triggered by a ranged attack, it teleports before the attack hits. This trait is suppressed when Enderman has the incapacitated condition. When the Enderman drops to 0, it dies as its body implodes. Roll a d10. It leaves no remains. It leaves a glowing purple orb called an Ender Pearl. While in sunlight, it has disadvantage. Okay. It takes cold damage in water. 2 slam attacks. +7s. 1d8 +4. 2d8 necrotic. And then finally the wolf. These are just wolves. Pack tactics. Has a bite. Pretty standard stuff, but I am really looking forward to this game, especially because I've played it enough to know exactly what's going on now. You know, I really look forward to seeing if there's anything I can bring to a little series. You know, knowledge of the Minecraft game and knowledge of D&D. I just enjoy the thought of educating somebody, helping somebody is probably a better way of putting it. Well, hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the flip-flop. Resistance to bludgeoning. Sneeze.